Right, hey guys, it's John Lee here. I'm just doing a training session this morning. This is the last day before the main event. I'm taking on a schoolmeester, who's better known as opperwezen from Leeches. So yeah, I mean, I'm doing this recording to get a bit of practice in, but also test out some stream settings, see that there's some good sound coming through. So yeah, we've got a bird's opening here, a little bit different. So we've both played through this line a few times in the past. Still haven't figured everything out, but it looks like it's fairly balanced for both sides. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to grab this bishop. I want to pin this knight. So now I'd be looking to castle before white has the opportunity to open up the center. Okay, I'm going to capture this so that I don't lose a pawn on d4. And castle seems sensible here. So yeah, it's just a balanced position. I don't think either player is familiar with this, so now we just got to play Crazy House. This is good. Okay, 92, attacking d4. I can choose to defend it with c5, or I can choose something like knight at e5. But I'm going to take the latter here. Okay. So either seek something dynamic here or look to defend the pawn on e5. Alright, we'll defend e5 just for now. You can put another piece to attack it. Oh, he's chosen to hit the knight. I was thinking maybe bishop at h2 or bishop g3 were also options, but what I'm going to try to do now is alleviate some pressure by hitting the knight on c4. Still very balanced position here. Both got about a minute on the clocks. So I have no pieces in hand here, so I've got to try to be resourceful and keep pieces on the king's side. That's where all the action is. So I'm having to make use of my pawns and bishops on this side to try to make some progress. Meanwhile, my opponent also doesn't have any pieces in hand. But now my concern is actually the clock. So Now I'm quite strong on the dark squares, so I'm trying to balance it out a little bit by putting some of the light squares as well. Okay, it's an interesting move. I'm going to hold on to the pawn on f6. c5's now under attack. Let's take that. Alright. Ooh, knight at f6 is going to hurt. I've missed that. I'm in trouble now. So the bishop's hanging. I think he's wisely chosen to undermine the knight here. Maybe even bishop g5 was more appropriate. I'm suffering a fair bit here. Whoops. Alright, just a bit of desperation now. Yeah, that was an ugly win. I got outplayed in the middle game there and just tried to survive on the clock. Okay, let's try something different. So yeah, this is probably a move, but I've not really played it, so I'm keen to try some unusual stuff. Just train by getting into some unfamiliar positions. Okay. You can choose to take it or retreat. Yeah, I'll retreat on this occasion. Now I might capture it though. I think it's more favourable. So key point here is d6 is being played, which prevents the bishop from defending e7. And so it allows me to play some tactics where I can hit the queen, ask the queen to retreat, then capture on c6 and play knight at e7, and then capture a pawn here. It's just a pawn, but it's a way forward. But that's the reason for playing bishop h4 first, and then playing bishop f6. So it's a pawn, but black has some play down this diagonal. I have to watch out for. The knight's a little bit loose here, so we'll see if it's actually worthwhile grabbing this pawn or not. Oh, he's gone for the sack. Okay, so I've got to be careful here. If I just retreat, queen d5 takes, knight at e3. Yeah, I don't think I should be too concerned about it just yet. Maybe king e2 is a better move. Then it allows the pin of this knight. Alright, he's going for it. Now I've got to recapture with the king, or else queen at f2 will mate me if I capture with either rook. So this way I still have a chance at safety. Now if it takes bishop at e2. No, if it takes queen at e3, king d1, I'll be made. I have to play king c1 here. So now the game is all about black trying to use initiative before the checks run out, and then I get to start placing pieces. Yeah, I'll take this. Okay, getting to the pointy end of things. I am in some trouble here, but unclear if white's safe or mated. There's potential ways of just falling back to try to get safe, or even coming up. Now if I take this rook at e2, mates, I'm going to run. So I'm fortunate I've got a little bit of coverage here. Now should I block or play king b3? There's some danger in allowing this capture. I'll play king b3. Yeah, I'm just going to catch the material and try to survive. I avoided bishop at c4 because I thought he could take, play knight at c5, king a3, queen c4. So I'm just trying to keep this queen out of play. He's going to bring it in though. Now my bishop covers b4. I'd rather lose the rook here. Ooh, that's a nasty one. Yeah, I'm in trouble now. Maybe I'll check here though. Knight at g5 is a resource. You can run out, of course. So I've got to try to cut that off. So now the rook's not there. Play another check. Yeah, I mean, getting the rook out here just gave me one saving grace on some defensive play there. But I think I should be mated after that with knight at b6, queen at o4. So again, I got outplayed there, but won the game on time. Tough games here. So yeah, a little bit about my opponent, opperwezen. He's only come on the scene during 2016. I believe he's an IM. He's very strong at a number of variants, and yeah, it's great to see a new player come to the game and just do so well. So okay, we've got a queen side fianchetto versus a king side fianchetto, and he's chosen to open up the position here. He's sacrificing a pawn. It's probably sensible not to open it up. So takes, queen takes here. I'm probably defending for the rest of the game. So I'm just going to take a step back to e6. Go back to c8. I want to keep this queen defending the d5 pawn, so I can back the knight off and have this still covered. So now queen b6 is an option. I'm just going to pin this knight, force this knight to move. Oops, that's not a good move. Thought the knight had to come out somewhere else. Maybe knight c6 is better. So I'm going to be playing catch up again. That's a bad blunder, queen b6. I'm pretty well pinned down on the king's side, so I was relying on balanced material to make progress. Yeah, just hanging on for dear life now. So in those sorts of positions, I mean that one pawn is really critical. The position's all blocked up and there's not much else to play for, so I'm just trying to keep my dark squares as strong as possible. So it's a question if I want to part with a knight or a bishop. I think I prefer to part with a bishop. This pawn at g7's coming in. And now he can push me to the open and play a few nasty checks. This is going to be very hard to hold. Maybe, yeah, I should try to run. I'm playing bishop e6 to connect the rooks and also give my king a bit more space to move. I'm getting away a little bit here. Oh, the bishop's hanging. That's not ideal. Okay. So my king's got out of dodge, but I'm just way down on material now. So okay, I'm pretty much down a queen cold. Maybe a queen for... Oh, maybe it's a queen for a couple pawns, but white's placed very well. I'm trying to make some play on f2. Yeah, we'll go for it. Gonna be nifty and not take this rook. I think it's opening me up a bit much. I'm going to defend d6, but also attack with the potential on this diagonal. Well, there's now a queen under attack, so he's kind of let me in a little bit here. I'm just avoiding the square because it allows queen e2, and then that allows his queen break free. Okay, he sacked the queen now. Now I'll take this. Okay, so he's safer than me. Yeah, let's place the knight on f4. Got to find the right balance between defense and aggression here. If I'm oh, that's not good. Didn't mean to lose that knight. If it's too much one way or the other, I'm going to end up in trouble. Yeah, I feel like the position's too passive here. Oh, he had me again. He had knight g6 and rook e7. So I'm only winning these on time. I was actually quite happy with how I came back in the middle game there. Then I just squandered some good potential. So this is good training for tomorrow. Got to play sharper than this on the day. Okay. So black has an aggressive piece here, white has an aggressive piece here. Both have chances. Maybe to pick off a pawn. Okay. I have to cover this mate threat. Alright, now maybe it is good to take, maybe it isn't. I think it is worthwhile taking. This knight can be a friend of the king, but I don't really have a good path to progress otherwise. Okay. Interesting. Alright, I'm going to have some very lean defense here. Queen takes, bishop at h3, king g1. My only saving grace is that the knight covers g2 to avoid a mate. So I'm allowing a few different checks. What I'd like to do is get a queen onto c6, so that's why I'm opening up this trade. And if black is unsuccessful at converting this immediate advantage, then I'll be up material. Yeah, I'll just back off here. This pawn's still under attack. The knight could be good on f4. Yeah, so I think queen h3 may have been stronger than I have king g1. So bishop at g1, queen h3 check, pawn g2, queen takes h2. So my preference here is to actually play king g2. I've got to be careful there. There's queen h3, king h1. So no, king g2, rook e1, queen e1, queen h3 check, king h1 to avoid knight at f3 check. And knight at f3 still comes in. It's very dangerous anyway. I actually think I need to preserve the bishop to play it onto g2. I'm going to block with the knight. If queen h3, bishop at g2, because he's taken here, I'll just grab e4. And now my knight covers h3, so there's no queen h3 check. The knight covers g2, so pawn at g2 is not mating. So this is some intensive training in defense. Okay, he's opening up to pick up the knight. Feels like walking a tightrope here, trying to make sure all the bases are covered. I'm looking at pawn at g4 here as the problem move. Yeah. Yeah, not thrilled with this. I'm going to bring the knight out. So give more coverage here and then open up the queen to come here, play knight f6, maybe get out. I'm very passive here, so I'm trying to change that. So bishop at h1 covering. I could play pawn at g2 or take the bishop. I think I'll play pawn at g2. There's some tactics. So he's trying to get a knight to fork my king and queen. If he takes this way, I have to take with the queen. So I'm still holding on to a material advantage, but I haven't resolved all my defense issues. Okay, h3 is on. So if I take here, yeah, it's all very sharp, isn't it? I think I've come undone again here. He's just pushed and harassed till he's got what he needs. I don't think this is safe. He's going to get me this game. Knight d4 is just sensible, but there's going to be a mate somewhere else otherwise. Queen f3. Oh, okay. Nice play. Yeah, not sure if I came undone at the end with knight at g2. I fended off a lot of attacks there, and he just kept coming, and eventually one slipped through. Okay. So this line is also something familiar to us, where I opt to bring the king across to the queen side. Just going to back the king off here. Now c4 also opens up c2 and d3, so white has to be careful he doesn't overextend. And while he doesn't have a pawn in hand, I'm going to go for this. He has a pawn in hand now, so I'm going to have to cover with rook b8 or pawn at b7. I like pawn at b7 better. I'll take my chances running my king up the board. If king goes up, bishop c3, takes, knight at a4, king b5. Yeah, I'm going to end up mated. Pawn at c4, bishop c4 takes, king a4, and pawn at b3 to mate. With king a3, pawn at b2. If I move back, he captures the knight, and knight at c6 may not be as dangerous. Alright, it's king b8. So pawn at b7, bishop at d5. The trouble is, I think the good move is just to retreat the queen. It resolves these the knight at c2 and knight at d3 checks, as well as the situation on h7. I'm just working out if king d7 or king b7 is better. King b7 takes, captures the knight, takes. Knight check, king here, queen b7, king d7. I'm running a safety. I'll take my chances and allow this. If he takes the knight, I'm going to recapture his queen. I'll just be back in a moment. I've just got to turn off an alarm. Okay, so he's placed a check first. Going to capture that. So I think this is wise how he's proceeding. He's just covering off the threats at the back. But how are we going for material? So he's preserved the queen. Shall we greedy and grab this? If knight at a5, king c8 is my only move. Okay. Now I have to cover up a bit perhaps. So pawn at c6 is the move. Alright, I'm going to play an aggressive move which defends as well. I like that I've got this path out to the king side again. That's a resource to obtain safety. Ooh, didn't see this though. So I can't take with the king because queen at b7's mate. So queen c7, king e8. He might take the rook. I'd have to recapture. Pawn at c7, king e7. Yeah, maybe getting away. Alright. It's going to be hard for him to stop me from running up to g6. He can't cover with bishop at h5 to prevent me going there. He might have something with a bishop at e8 sacrifice. I have my wits about me. Bishop d6, king f7. Bishop at e8 takes. Rook at f8, king d7. Rook d8, king c6. Okay, oh, I've got to watch the clock as well. I think I'm getting away here, then I'm going to have to look to try to find mate as quick as I can. So rook at e7 keeps some more checks alive. Expecting rook at e7. I'm going to call the last two games after this. I need to get my car serviced. So I'm going to try to run at h6 now. I'm seeing rook e8, king h7, bishop at g8, king h6. Yeah, king h6 is the square I want. And I can block all checks from here. Then I've got to try to get into his king as quick as I can. Alright, here we go. That was a good match. In fact, my child just woke up, so I have to stop. Alright. Yeah, hope you enjoyed this this short series. It was a good training match for me. Hey, Belle. This is my daughter. She's got all the soft toys. Say hi. I'm gonna sign off here. Okay, you alright? So yeah, main event is happening tomorrow. It's 10 a.m. Pacific time on 10th December. It's a Saturday for the rest of the world. For me, it's going to be 5 a.m. in Sydney on Sunday, 11th December. Australia's just got a completely different time zone everywhere else. So look, hope you've enjoyed these games. Really excited about tomorrow. Really looking forward to a fun event. I'll see you then. Take care.